The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180! Real. Alert! What's up?
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, and Emeka Egbuka. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And another 1st down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Brings up 2nd and
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
180! Point it right. What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. What a drop. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Run it! 258!
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
319!
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third down, 3 to go.
319.
Throwing, Rodgers. It's into the hands of Smart, the tight end. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, here's Hall, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
319.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, that's Smart. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
319.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Woodson there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Now Rodgers. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. It's going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. Loss of yardage, yes as well. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
319.
Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Hall. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. That one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first down is Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
So after one, the Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll take this one in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs move out on top. 14-0. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
drive on the ground. It's hauled. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Rodgers. That one into the hands of Smart. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. And the Jets have a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
319.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brees Hall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. They gained 18 yards on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 21, here's second and 9.
58.
Rodgers going up top again. He'll swing this one out to Hall. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
58.
Some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long.
58.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, Rodgers. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
180, what's up? The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Good. 20. Up, up.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Going for it all. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
42-yard line.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Run. 180!
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
180!
On 2nd down, Baker. Godwin working the right side. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Real.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
180!
Here's Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
24-yard line.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. All alone, it's Evans. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Point it right.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his 1st half break. He might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
No. Look at the 8.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Short throw taken in by Smart.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Green 18.
From the gun, Rodgers. A A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Austin McNamara now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12. Right back to Irving. They work forward to the 40-yard line. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
Brought down by Jermaine Johnson. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. To return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Rodgers to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Izzian. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they've scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
A run here with Hall, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Rodgers on first down. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They send the tight end in motion. The master of play action, Rodgers. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
258!
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And a good run there. Gonna give him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4.
180!
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Irvin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Good. 180. Alert, 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 alert.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Good. What's up?
A give. This is Irving. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Good. Done.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
We give to Hall.
Loose ball for Jack Ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 41. Yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. 319! 319! Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Felix forward for maybe a yard. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Run. Tag dog. What's that?
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Iomatic only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert 30. Let's go now.
Ready. Here's a designed run. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 6.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Baker going to hand it to White. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
Inside, he's got Ibuka. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This one from just under 50 yards. He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
319.
Here's Hall. Finding room across midfield. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A big-time run there by Hall. 42 yards.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Blue 58. Screen it up. Now Rogers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Blue 58. Rodgers here on second down. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
It's really been a one-sided game, and how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. 319. 319. They'll run. It's Hall.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack and to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Allen, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. 319. Rodgers now. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on fourth and goal. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught on fourth and goal. They've got it. Touchdown, Jets. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will get just a bit closer.
42, Jets 7.
touchdown. Out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return is Trey Palmer. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
180! What's up?
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here now, third and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third and 5.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Set! Up, up! 180! What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
319! Slip again!
They'll run. This is Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Second and 11.
319!
Off the play fake. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him. That is already 6 sacks for him now on this season. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
319!
Play action now with Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And this one will not be returned. Not the best of kicks, as it's going to wind up being touchdown. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. Now it is first and goal.
Six. 180.
So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucks. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.